Hello, welcome to Tuesday's science lesson. We've moved out of the conservatory into the kitchen or the laboratory. Make sure you have an adult with you for this science experiment, just then they can keep an eye on you and help you out with a few things. You're going to need 4 ingredients. Olive oil, bit of water, some food colouring or food dye, and it doesn't have to be paracetamol, that's why you've got an adult with you. It just has to be something that fizzes in water. It's effervescentness. So, into my glass. Mrs. B's going to tell me when to stop, then I don't use all her olive oil.
Stop.
And same with the water. We're not going to need loads, it's just until we can see a good separation of oil and water. And you can start seeing that at the moment.
Yeah.
The density of the oil and the water is making it separate. So, taking our food colouring or food dye. Now, you want little dots. You don't want big swirls. If you've got food colouring rather than food dye, as in more of a liquid state than this gloopy liquid, that probably might work a little bit better. But as long as you've got something that dyes food, it doesn't really matter. It can be any colour, it doesn't have to be red. You might even have a couple of colours and you might want to put those in together. I think we'll do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. That should be enough. Now, if you can see through the oil, you can already see the food dye making its way through the oil and into the water. So if you notice the drop rate of it, because of the molecules, how we've been talking about states of matter, the molecules are obviously tightly packed in the oil and less tightly packed in the water, so it's slowing down the flow of the food colouring through the oil, but when it gets to the water, it drops quite quickly. So, this is where now, hopefully, a little bit of science takes place. This is where, make sure you've got your adult with you. I've got my effervescent. Now, I'm not going to swizzle it around, I'm just going to place it in and hope for the best. Here we go, we can see the bubbles already coming off it. It's starting to dissolve, which means it's soluble in water. And hopefully, we'll start to see a bit of a lava tornado taking place. You can see the little bubbles and the oil in oil lifting up. You could probably put a bit more oil in your experiment. And if you do have different food colourings or food dye, the liquid version will probably be better, because I imagine the bubbles that you could see popping up now, they'd be the colour of the food dye, whereas you can see at the bottom my food dye is kind of sunk to the bottom. But yeah, pretty cool. Still fizzing away. If you listen really carefully, you can hear it fizzing. So yeah, there's your science experiment. Have a go, film it, take pictures, do whatever. Don't drink it.
No, definitely don't.
Put it on the blog. Job's good done. I'll see you tomorrow in the Double C Conservatory Classroom bright and early. Adios.